back to Learn with Arjun. Welcome to the Python tutorial, and today we are going to look about for loops, how we use them, in what scenarios we use them, and we'll be creating a small program that will print a star triangle. So let's get into it using for loops and let's have some fun. So I'm back in REPL. And we're gonna create a new REPL, and we're gonna select Python, of course, and we're gonna name this for loops and create REPL. So now let's talk in which scenarios we're gonna use for loops. And to give an example, if you're using if you're making a program which checks if this, do this. If not this, then do this. Then of course you're going to use an if and else condition. And if you have a program which checks if till this condition is false, do this, then I'm going to have a while loop. But if you have a program that checks do this n number of times till the range is done, then of course we're going to use a for loop. So let's see how a for loop works. So I'm going to type n equals int, and here input, int input, so it's gonna be an integer input, and we just put here enter a number, colon space to make it neat. And here we're gonna say for I in range, and this can be any variable, it's not just I, but I just commonly use I for some reason. And this has to be there, this colon here has to be there because it's Python syntax. And now obviously we have to put something in the range, otherwise it really won't do anything. So the range can be whatever, so you can even put a variable, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to start from 0 because we're printing the numbers from 0 till what value? Well, n, of course, because the n value should be n. So 0 is the start value and n is the end value. So I'm going to hit enter. Don't worry, the error is there. And sometimes you might have the error if you don't put this brackets. You always might get this error, so make sure you always put a bracket after an input like this, otherwise you get an error. And don't worry about any of these errors, they will go quite quickly. So if you type anything in the for loop, they will just go. So and let's finish this friend. Yeah, so now print, and not double quotes. Well, we're gonna do the I value. So the I value, and what this does is, if I enter number 9, it goes from 0 to 8, and that's not what we want. We want to go from 0 to 9 or 1 to 9. If you wanted to go to 1 to 9, you can just put 1 here, and if you're on the program with 1, it goes till 8 still. So I'm just going to keep it to 0, and the reason why it's not going to 9 is that so 0 is actually 1, and then this is 2, this is 3, 2 is 3, and then 3 is 4, and then 4 is 5 in the program, and then 5 will be 6, 6 will be 7, 7 will be 8, and 8 will be 9. And we only want 9 because that's what I put in the input right here. So 8 is 9 for the program, so it'll just stop at 8. So if we wanted to go above and one step, if we just do above and one step, then this will become 1, and then this will become 10. The 9 will become 10, and before the 9 was, the n was only 9, but now it will be 10. So we're going to do one step above n variable, and then we get the right output. So now let's look at a small fun coding code. So I'm gonna just comment out this for loop, so the hashtag, and that is, by the way, shift 3. So I'm gonna type for I in range, And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a small program that'll make a star triangle, and the range will be 1 to n. 1 to n. You can also do n plus 1 if you want. It won't work. So we're gonna do print, and here I'm gonna put a quotes, and I'm gonna put shift 8, which is a star, and I'm gonna multiply this by I. So what we're doing here is we're looping how much our n value is from 1. So if you do it from 0, there's no problem, but you will get the first line blank, so I'm doing it with 1. And inside this, we're just printing the star I times. And that's literally what we did here. We're just printing I, but here we're printing we're printing the star I times. So now if we run the code and if we put 9, there we go. We got a beautiful star triangle. And that's what we want. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I absolutely did. And post down in your comments what is your favorite triangle. It might be any triangle, and when you post it, let's try it out in code. And what are you guys doing in your summer? What are your interests in summer? Please comment down in the comment section below. Thank you.